let me see if I can pull it back up here. Here we go. With Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, and with different writer/director, why not just reboot at this point? I don't think rebooting is necessary, but before we talk about that, I'm gonna come back to that idea of rebooting. Before we get into that, let's do this. Let me pull up a little bit of what's going on. So, as we've heard on the news, that Melissa Barrera has been released from Scream 7 because of a post that she did about the war. A lot of people have a lot of feelings on things. There's a lot of conspiracy theories that's always going around. You know what they always talking about with who runs this and who runs that. People getting kind of prejudiced about it and saying some wild stuff. You know, the stereotypes has been around for years and whatnot. I had my feelings about it because I felt like there are a lot of celebrities who can say some wild, crazy stuff about certain countries. And it kind of feels like when a country is of a certain background, it's easy to just start. You can say anything you want about them. You can call them all kinds of names, but let it be another country of a different type of background that's more accepted. I'll just say it like that. It's like you can't say nothing. you can't say a damn thing. Is that? And I even feel like a lot of celebrities or a lot of actors, a lot of people in the business will get punished no matter what, even if you say something neutral. Like I'll say something like, I wish that fighting would stop. I don't want like innocent victims on any side of the argument to be getting hurt or worse, because there's a lot of kids involved, and that's sad. It's a damn shame. It should stop. But it's like if you say anything neutral, that can be, then it can be twisted by one side, where you're just supporting the other side, and then on the other side, where you're just supporting them. It's like I didn't say that. I said I wanted. So it's getting very hostile out there, and it's like you can't say a damn thing. And earlier, when I first saw this report that came up, I felt a type of way about it. And but then I looked into it. I realized it kind of reminds me of what happened with Disney when, what's her name? From The Mandalorian, when she was let go. Her and Pedro Pascal, they were both wilding out on both sides of the argument on Twitter. And Disney gave them, sat down with them and spoke to them both and said, "You got to stop this. We're hired you. What you do out there also reflects on us because you're currently working with us, and we hired you to play these characters on this damn TV show. We didn't hire you to be getting, hit from left and right on your political beliefs. So please don't stop putting us in that situation." And then people say, this is an attack on freedom of speech. Neve Campbell was about to get paid. We remember she wasn't in Scream 6. And she said that she wasn't getting paid the amount of money that she deserved. Well, now you got two actresses that have been released. And after Scream 5 tried to make Melissa the focus, the new Neve Campbell. That was, the baton was being passed to her. But for some weird reason, Jenna Ortega, especially after Wednesday, became the fan favorite, the focus. She became the one that people kind of want to focus on. And I felt like in Scream 6, they did a better job at balancing it. And because I didn't really care about Melissa's character in Scream 5. I cared more about Jenna. And that was before I saw Wednesday. But then when I saw Scream 6, I was like, they did a better job at balancing it and making me see Melissa's character as the new Neve Campbell, the new leader of this core four, or the new Sydney. They did it, and maybe it was because Sydney wasn't there that I could focus on her and I could see it. And I honestly felt like I love Jenna Ortega, but I felt like they did such a good job. If you would have told me that Jenna Ortega wasn't going to be in the next one, but Melissa, well, I would have been okay with that. But now that Melissa's gone, I was like, well, the focus is now going to go back to Jenna. Then Jenna said, I'm backing out. She later said that this was always in the plans and the works, that it was about the scheduling, but everybody with their tinfoil hats were like, well, the timing was really weird. We know that you and her shared similar thoughts and beliefs about what's going on with the war. But I understand Hollywood has spin. I'm not going to call her a liar. So I'm just going to take her at her word. Scheduling. Fine. Scheduling. So now Scream franchise can't focus on Jenna Ortega. Their heavier hitter. Their lead is gone. Their heavy hitter is now gone. Look who looks really good right now. Neve Campbell. If Neve Campbell comes back now, and now they have the money, they have freed up the money that they were going to pay with these other two actors to now give. You have no way of justifying not paying Neve Campbell that money that she asked for now, or somewhere near it, somewhere real close to it. You can't justify it now, because you can do a whole Scream 7 can now follow wherever Sydney is. It doesn't even need the core. I can't see them doing anything with 50% of the core 4. You can't have the brother and sister by themselves without Jenna and without Melissa. You can do without one. You can't do it without two. You cannot cut the core 4 into the core 2. You can't. You can do it 3. You can justify it. Well, she decided to go to school. Neve is back. So there's 4 again. But 2 and Neve? No. I don't see that happening. You got to rewrite that whole thing, in my opinion. At least that's what I do. Or you focus, but I believe that you can make a whole new Scream movie wherever Sydney is, with a whole new villain, obviously a whole new villain, that's found wherever Sydney is hiding, and not even have any of the original or legacy characters back. Just Sydney and her new friends and family, that wherever she's in hiding at, trying to take her and her family out. I could see a whole movie out of that where it's just Sydney, and with just Sydney and new actors for the, in the city or the country or wherever she's at, and bring a whole new group in who probably all don't survive. But that would justify, that would free up the money to bring Sydney back. Or you backpedal, just like Geekly said, and you bring you stick to the path, because now this new director and the writers have to probably rewrite everything. If you recast, I think there will be even more backlash against it. And it's like, well, when Neve Campbell didn't want to do Scream 6, you didn't recast her. Why are you recasting these people? So I guess it all depends on there's options there. They can recast. I don't think that's a good idea. They can stick the course, but you could kill the characters off screen. You can have stand-ins, and you can show a bloodbath in the beginning of the movie and say Jenna Ortega and Melissa's characters were murdered right from the jump. We didn't even get to see it. That would also be a bad thing, because seeing the death scenes is something that's core to Scream movies. So that would be a bad cop-out, and a lot of people would take that as disrespect, or them taking a dig at them. You can do the movie without them, but I don't want to see the core 2. I don't think the brother and sister, as funny as they are, I don't see them carrying the movie. They call themselves the core 4 for a reason. Even with Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell around, they still consider them a foursome. You cut that in half, it's not as entertaining. Especially since there's a love interest between Jenna Ortega and the other young man now. That's the new Dewey and Courtney Cox. So backpedal, just like Geekly Good said, backpedal. That's what needs to happen. They are going to backpedal like crazy. I feel that's exactly what's about to happen, because with that director coming out going, man, this sucks. He's expressing that he doesn't like this. He doesn't want to have to start over. They don't. The writers don't have to. You're gonna have to pay for another damn near a brand new script now. So and them writers just got off strike. They ain't gonna take a pay cut. James Gunn situation already again. I see you right there. I like that's true. It's true. Making Joy do all the cooking. You damn right. He's a better cook than I am, man. I can hear it downstairs. Joy, you still cooking? Nothing. They were asking if you were. Never mind. Sounds like she wrote an essay. Who are we talking about? I wonder if the we're going back to going back to the I believe. Let me move on to what's going on with. Yep, and the lead of the Flash wasn't fired. Yeah, I mean, but it's two different situations. But with Ezra Miller and all that, so yeah, you don't want to be in a situation where when your movie's about to come out, you're thinking about all this bad stuff. But to be fair, nobody was really going to be thinking about that post. They're now thinking more about the fact that you fired her so fast, more than they thought about. There are more people talking about the fact that she's been fired than what she's been fired for. So backpedal. They're going to backpedal. They are going to backpedal. I 100% believe that. They're already trying to get Neve back, and get this, Patrick Dempsey too. Really? How much money you gonna? So I mean, Dempsey was just in Thanksgiving. I hated that movie. It was so bad. Which one was Dempsey in? Was he in Scream 3? Or was it 4? I can't remember. But I mean, I can see that. Is Dempsey who she married in the franchise? Is that who she married is with? Now, if that's who she married, that's a whole movie right there. You can move away from the core four and from Courtney Cox for now. You can kill Courtney Cox in the very beginning of the movie, and then go hunting for because now that Dewey's gone, kill Courtney Cox right in the beginning of the movie. That's your first kill. You go hunting for Sydney. You don't even need the other new characters right now, and no other legacy characters. Maybe except for Patrick Dempsey. And you just go. It's a hunt for Sydney, and maybe you succeed. Have we ever had a Scream movie where Ghostface wins? Let Ghostface win, and then when enough time goes by, then we can come back to the core four and part 8. That's the movie I'd write. Let Ghostface win, and that'll shock you. Let's Sydney. It's a hunt for Sydney, and we won't stop until Sydney's gone. I said with AI being a problem right now, hell, let there just be one Ghostface. Here's my script. Hey, Dimension Films. Hey, Spyglass, whatever it's called. Here's my pitch. Don't steal this idea. A Ghostface, one Ghostface again, one guy or girl. And his partner or her partner is an AI. The AI is the one doing the calls. The AI, it's Dead Reckoning. Take the plot of Dead Reckoning and give it to a Scream movie. Have a Ghostface use an AI, and the AI picks the victim. The AI tries to outsmart Sydney, shuts the phone down, can't get to the police, can't get away. The AI does it all. Steal the plot from Dead Reckoning and bring it into Scream. There's my Scream movie. Watch, they're gonna do that. That's why they're gonna say that they thought of that years ago. Now that's my idea. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. Let's see what. Patrick Dempsey is her. Yeah. So Patrick Dempsey's her husband. So there's your movie, right there.